Welcome. Tomorrow is a new moon, so I'm going to make moon balls again. I know the first time round wasn't a rip-roaring success. Half of them were good, went down well. The other half, not so good because I didn't practice restraint. Today, the plan is restraint, and I have all this walnut pulp. I've been freezing it, and I need to use it. I'm going to start by putting dry ingredients into one bowl, starting with oats. Okay, we've got 4 cups of oats. Now I'm going to add my 2 cups of walnut pulp. I'm wondering if I'm supposed to dry it first. No, it's too late. Then comes a cup of chopped walnuts. I'm going to chop these kind of roughly because I want a little bit of, I want crunch in my moon balls. I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of chia seeds. You could replace this with ground flax, but as I only have whole flax and don't really, well, how am I going to ground the flax if I don't have a spice grinder? That's a small amount, so I'm going to use chia. 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. I was trying to hide the plastic bag. Yeah. And a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to have to throw a new moon party or something because I think I've gone overboard with the quantity. I'm going to add maple syrup, 1/3 of a cup, but this is the kind of thing that you can absolutely play around with. Coconut oil. I'm thinking about 5 or 6 tablespoons, but I'm going to melt it first. While my coconut oil is melting, I've just remembered Shatvari. If you don't know this, it's an Ayurvedic spice. It's really good for hormonal balance, especially for women. I think the nickname is Woman of a Million Husbands or something along those lines. So that'll kind of give you an indication as to how it helps. I'm going to add 3 teaspoons because I'm going to split all of this base mixture into 3. And the Shatvari doesn't really taste of anything. You could also add ashwagandha, but you just need to be careful with that one, not to eat it too often because it's part of the nightshade family, heating. Next thing, vanilla extract for my wet ingredients. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons. Coconut oil is melted, so I'll just add that in now. Okay, now these all get mixed in together. I was going to be all mathematical about dividing this up, but my weighing scales is acting up. One of these ones, I think it needs a new battery. Okay, first batch, I'm going to go warm and spicy, earthy. I'm going to add cardamom, teaspoon, maybe a little bit more, and powdered ginger. 1 teaspoon to start of that. This needs more sweet. So unlike my last moon balls, I'm going to bake these ones. So what I'm going to do is squeeze them into balls, like so. I did it again yesterday. I made a video. It was me making a meal, you know, like a proper meal when I don't want to be making full meals. I want to make moon balls. I think I'm going to have 12. There's the first lot. Now for batch 2. These ones, I'm going to add cacao. Given that it's a new moon, dark moon, we need to have some dark balls. Definitely wouldn't appeal to a child's palate. Not that I'm making these for children, just to give you an indication of the level of sweetness. Not that we really know how much of anything is in here now. I'd like to say that I have a plan for these videos, but they seem to just decide what they want to be. They feel a bit like my life right now. Off-piste. Off script. I think I'm going to have 12 of these ones too. 12. Hang on, I'm going to wash my hands. Final batch. We're going to go bright and zesty. I'm going to add orange zest and some cloves. Well, I'll start with orange zest. I'm going to add maple to this as well. Should I add cloves or not? I'll add a tiny bit of cloves. Does feel like more of a, hold on, wintry spice. Okay, it's literally a tiny sprinkling. Really nice. Part of me wants to add more clove, but I'm going to practice moderation. If I end up with 12 of these, I'll be so happy. 12. Last two are a bit small. These are going to go into the oven for about 30 minutes. Really slow, 160 Celsius, 325 Fahrenheit. Taste time. Now, my first impression, they seem very, very dry. So I'll have to give you the rest of the story from yesterday. That video that I made, the meal, one of the other ingredients that I wanted to use up, as well as walnut pulp, is buttermilk, because I've got loads of it. And one of the suggestions that I got online was buttermilk and walnut pulp dressing for roast potatoes, which now, when I even say it, sounds revolting to me. And because I didn't like it, I decided I would just omit the buttermilk from this recipe, because this included buttermilk originally. Anyway, what am I trying to say here? Let me just taste it first. Yeah. This, I think, would have benefited from buttermilk. I think buttermilk baked is good. Buttermilk raw in a dressing, not good. Cacao version. Flavoring, spicing, good. Moisture level. Okay, last one, which is the cardamom ginger. This is the orange zest one. That was the cardamom ginger. Definitely potential. I think I would even up the sweetness level. But all in all, not a bad day. Enjoy your moon balls. Kind of wish I hadn't made quite so many, but these are really growing on me. And next time, I'm going to add the buttermilk. This is a recipe I'm going to keep working on.